Are you ready to start your first homestead garden? Or maybe you tried to start a garden in the past and it was a sad failure. Do you think that you have to have a green thumb to garden? Fear not. You can have a garden on your homestead. No green thumb required. Join us as we explore practical advice, expert insights, and actionable steps to help you cultivate a thriving garden right from the ground up. At number 1, planning your homestead garden. You know, even if you haven't officially started homesteading, you can still start homestead gardening. Maybe you're beginning with a container garden, or even vertical gardening. Or maybe you want to start a small backyard garden to feed your family. Whatever the case, start planning your garden long before you order heirloom seeds. First, choose a spot to start planting. When choosing a spot for your vegetable garden, consider the amount of sunlight, soil quality, and growing conditions. Sunlight and soil quality are the most important elements in determining the best spot for your garden plot. On number 2, water and homestead gardening. Think about accessibility to water when choosing a location for your garden plot. It should be close enough to either a hose connection or another water source, so watering plants won't be too much trouble. Proper watering schedules based on plant needs, weather, and soil moisture content are crucial. Rainwater harvesting through barrels or cisterns offers a sustainable supply. Number 3, deciding on garden size and layout. When planning a homestead garden, determining size and layout is crucial. Start by assessing available space, considering factors like sunlight exposure, soil quality, and your family's needs. Aiming for a manageable size initially helps with maintenance. Consider dividing the space into sections for different crops, integrating raised beds or rows for efficient use of land. Your garden size and layout should reflect your goals, resources, and the sustainable use of your land. 4. Choose high-yield plants. When diving into homestead gardening, prioritize high-yield plants for a bountiful harvest. Opt for versatile crops like tomatoes, zucchinis, and peppers that offer abundant produce. Leafy greens such as lettuce, kale, and spinach are not only nutritious but also prolific in their growth. Root vegetables like carrots, radishes, and potatoes are great choices for their high yield and storage potential. At number 5, note what grew and what didn't. When your garden is finished for the season, it's important to note what took off and what didn't. Homestead gardens require careful planning over the course of several years. There's a lot of trial and error involved, so keeping notes will help you remember what to change from one year to the next. There are certain crops that succeed in a specific garden patch one year and then fail the next. Often, this is because they drain the soil of nutrients. Broccoli is a common offender, so changing the planting location and rows in your garden will help you avoid issues down the road. Once you've got a year or two of gardening under your belt, you'll feel more and more confident to plant new plants and expand. 6. Take planting zones into consideration. Homestead gardening success hinges on understanding planting zones. These zones, classified by climate, dictate which plants thrive in specific regions. The USDA Plant Hardiness Zone map divides the US into zones based on average winter temperatures. For instance, Zone 3 indicates colder climates, while Zone 10 signifies warmer ones. Selecting crops compatible with your zone ensures better growth and yield. At number 7, save money where you can with some DIY builds. You may not have room for straight the soil, back to Eden gardening. In that case, raised garden beds are a lifesaver. Do not buy expensive garden beds. I saw some small raised garden beds at Costco recently for a ridiculous price. Realistically, you could find a way to garden in almost any container if you're willing to drill holes in it. Homesteading is all about being creative and learning new skills. Even if you've never built a thing in your life, these garden beds are a great project. I hope you like this information. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your friends and family.